Yo guys, and welcome to this video here covering the fifth matchup of the North American Regional Playoffs. We're here with Ghost Gaming versus Spacestation. Ghost having made a brilliant run through this tournament, beating Cloud9 and Sonics along the way. And now they're into the semi-finals here against a Spacestation who finished fourth in North American League play. So they went straight into the semi-finals. This is their first matchup. They've had no warm-up, but they're looking to start off strong here in game one. It's just 8 seconds in. Arsenal looking to pick up this ball here. It's a good dunk though by Atomic. It's going towards the Space Station net. An illusion puts this one in. Goes just continuing with this wonderful offensive pressure that we've seen from them all day long here. A brilliant dunk by Atomic on that clear from XB, and Illusion just getting up early, tapping this ball down here into the goal. Nothing the defenders can do on the goal line. XB needed to get a better clear than that. It was too easy to read. His teammates were expecting him to buy time for them to get back and reset off the kickoff, but Ghost starts strong and it's 1-0 in game one. Not long after then, hearing this ball now high up in the midfield, loose as it's picked up by XP, plays a great drop down pass over to Sipical, fakes out the defender there, Arsenal, and puts this one home. It was a great play from XP, passing that ball over to Arsenal. This first touch sets up this goal brilliantly. XP takes Illusion out of the game with his here, but Mist is in a great position here, ready to challenge. But that first touch from Arsenal, just to sort of catch the ball and take it away from him, opens up the space to put him one-on-one in here with Atomic, and then he just fakes out the defender. A wonderful solo play from Arsenal. How many times we've seen these from him, and he's continuing it here into this regional playoffs. A great way to bounce back for Space Station as it's 1-0. A long clear now coming out here from Illusion as he booms this ball downfield towards Atomic, who catches it on the sidewall, dunks on Sipical, and Illusion slams this ball home. These two have such great link up on offense. Space Station will have to find a way to stop these two. They are going to take this series win because these two have been on fire all day long, and they're keeping this link up going here into this semi-final. Sipical just getting dunked on by Atomic. Atomic just reading the play perfectly in this game so far, and another ball straight out into a dangerous area there off a dunk. An Illusion coming in first, easily beats out XB and just puts this ball home there over his head, restoring Ghost's lead here in game one as it's 2-1 now. Arsenal now looking to come off the scene then here. Space Station push for this equaliser with just 1 minute and 16 left here. Sipical trying to cause chaos on net here, as you can see him in the bottom left hand corner of your screen there, sweeping the net. Arsenal just putting this one on goal here as he jumps off the ceiling and flips into this ball here for Space Station. It's a good hit towards net. The demo from Sipical takes Illusion out of the play, and the save from Mist is a good one, but it goes straight over to Sipical, who then picks out a great pass here, cutting him back to XB. The free shot, he slams that ball home for Space Station. They do get their equaliser here. Mist a great save originally, but goes just sitting too far back there. Nobody going to challenge Arsenal there as he was coming in off the ceiling. Ghost in their previous series against the Sonics were sitting too far back and Ghost were punishing them, but in this series it's Ghost that have been caught sitting too far back, and Space Station are now punishing them for it. You've got to challenge early and keep up the pressure like Ghost were doing at the start of the game, and Mist makes that save, but once it goes out to Sipical here with free ball, it's a great pass there, and neither Atomic or Illusion can come up with the save. So that shot is just perfectly placed into the gap out of both of their reach by XB, and Space Station equalise. Game one then here going to overtime, and the winner of this game could be a very important factor in this series here, as Ghost look to continue the momentum they've had going all day. Space Station need to start off on the right foot here, but Typical in control of this ball at the moment. 1 minute and 16 in here. He gives up possession to Mist. However, he gives it straight back over to Arsenal there, I believe that was. He played a great pass to XB, who finished this one off. It was actually Arsenal there just missing that ball entirely, just leaving it off the wall for XB to come in, and the whole Ghost team backing off again. The same mistake as the last goal, and nobody in any position to make a save. Atomic and Illusion expecting Mist to challenge for that ball, and it just goes straight over their heads into the net. A costly mistake from Ghost, just a lapse of communication. Space Station pounce, they get the winner, they take game 1 and are 1-0 up in the series. Into game 2 then now, and Ghost looking to bounce back here after that disappointing finish to game 1, as just over a minute in. Mist is in control of this ball here on the sidewall, flips into it here, carrying it over one defender. The missed touch from Arsenal, he takes it away from Atomic, but Illusion forces this ball in here. The end of this season, he's been on fire with his shooting, and he's not planning on stopping now. Arsenal creating this danger though here with the Mist play. It was a good carry by Mist, but Arsenal could have dealt with this so much better, and once he pops it out into the middle there, he does well to take it away from Atomic, but he's got no follow up after that. An Illusion coming storming in just eventually forces that ball home there with essentially a triple tap off the post, and it's Ghost that strike first in game 2. The ball now here is just high up in the midfield. Nobody in a position to challenge, but eventually Atomic does go for this ball. However, it's taken away from him by Arsenal coming in off the scene. Brilliant play there from Typical to come in and take this ball off him here and shoot this ball home. It's a great touch from Arsenal there to set himself off the scene, and then he's freestyling as he's coming down on this here, looking for an angle, but the fact he's close to the ball means that no one can challenge him for Ghost. They've left it too late. Mist and Atomic have gone too far back. They needed an earlier challenge to stop him getting this far, which then would mean if he got a touch round them, it wouldn't matter, as the other one would be there to back it up and far up. Once he gets to this point, they can't challenge, which means that Typical can come in here and go for this ball as well, and he pinches this ball perfectly there with Arsenal into the net under Mist, bouncing it over Atomic on the goal line, and Space Station equalise. Just over half the game left to go now, as a booming clear comes out here from XB. Illusion ready to catch this ball on his own back wall, drops it into the midfield, and Mist picks it up back to Illusion. The 1-2 puts the ball in. Illusion shooting absolutely perfectly at the moment. He scored all 4 of Ghost goals in this series here. They're just too quick for Space Station at this point. This is a wonderful passing play. Space Station not in ideal positions here. Arsenal wants to be either further back or challenging this ball, but he does neither, and it doesn't cut off the pass either. I think he's read it there, but he's just unable to get a touch. And Typical on the back line there reads the pass but doesn't get there first. He's just too slow to react, and Illusion sticks that home into an empty net. Take nothing away there from the passing play from Ghost. It's incredibly hard to deal with, and a wonderful passing play. Ghost restore their lead. Ghost now trying not to make the same mistake as they did in the last series, where they just sat off once they got their lead. In this one, they're trying to stay on the front foot here, as Atomic looks for a pass over to Mist here in front of Space Station goal. However, he hits it too far, goes to XB, and on the counter, it just roll this one into the far corner there. Ghost just caught too far downfield, Mist an Illusion double committing for that ball, and Atomic taking it away from both of them. If he'd left that ball alone, not got one more touch, Mist might have had a shot on there, been able to score. Why Illusion is going for that ball, you just have to ask him. I have no idea, and XB, having just spawned in, can just go for this ball, roll it on target there, just go straight in, no one anywhere near getting to that ball. Brilliant precision by XB, and Space Station make it 2-2. Game 2 then here, also going to overtime just like game 1. This one not as far in though here as we're just 5 seconds in. The Civical picks a pass over towards Arsenal. He's challenged by Miss. The dunk from Civical there, and then the bump to open up the net so he can just turn on this ball. A wonderful quick finish here from Space Station in this overtime. It's a great pass from Civical over to Arsenal, who gets a great shot towards net, beating Miss to that ball. Illusion should have it dealt with, but he hit that one straight into Civical there, who dunked on it, and then Arsenal bumping Illusion out of the way. He was the only player for Ghost who had any chance of getting back, which means Civical can just turn, put this ball on net there. As there's no one home, it will go straight in there. A wonderful bump play from Arsenal to open up that opportunity, but Illusion should have had a better clear on that ball, should have seen the Civical might have him blocked if he put it at that angle, but Space Station take their second overtime in a row and make it 2-0 in the series. We're 23 seconds into game 3 now, and Ghost making it difficult for themselves here with those 2 overtime losses, but they won't have given up hope. They're still very much in this series as Atomic now looks to carry this ball forward here. Comes down off the wall looking for a pass, but is taken away by Civical. The pass over to AXB, touch from the defender, but it will still go in. Civical and AXB really linking up nicely here in this series. We usually see AXB more on the backfield and it be Civical and Arsenal making the plays, but XB really pushing forward now and stepping up here in this series. Atomic just getting himself in a complete mess there on the wall, and then coming down, gives up possession to Civical. Miss reads the passing lane, but it's too late. It makes it across over to XB. Illusion in there, pretty much stranded at this point. Does well to even get a touch on this ball, as it's not the best shot there from XB straight at the defender. He could have placed that much better, but it goes in anyway. The power just too much, and Space Station strike first in game 3. Civical now low on boost here as he looks to take this ball out of his own back corner here. Challenged by Atomic though now, who just puts this one on there, catching Space Station out on the counter. Sorry, Civical that was taking that out of the Ghost back corner, trying to pass it back to a teammate, but then he had no one to pass it to, so he tried to turn at this point, and Atomic just dunking on him here, and then quicker to this ball off the wall than XB, just putting it on net there. No one home for Space Station. Arsenal can't get back round. Great play from Atomic, just faster than all of those Space Station players, catching them out on transition. They were looking to push forward their Space Station, but Atomic's dunk going over all of their heads meant that they had to start retreating, but Atomic had the momentum, could beat them all to the ball and put the equaliser home for Ghost. Space Station now looking to restore their lead here as Arsenal just leaves this ball coming out to the sidewall. AXB pops it up to the middle. The shot weak, but the miss from Illusion means it will go in here for Arsenal. That could be a very costly error here from Illusion. It's a good 50 there between Atomic and AXB. However, it pops out into a dangerous area, more suitable for Space Station. Arsenal just turning on low boost, just putting this one on net, trying to keep the pressure on, probably not expecting anything to come from it. And Illusion just flipping out of the way of this ball eventually there. Just can't get down to it in time. Such a horrible mistake from him. Not one he'll want to see again. And Space Station then just take that lead, see it out until the end of the game, just stopping that Ghost offense entirely by keeping up the pressure. They take game 3 and make it 3-0 in the series. into game 4 then now, and Typical looking to pass this ball over to Arsenal on the wall here. He gets there before missed, one-on-one with Illusion, looks for the demo, can't find it, but it'll go to XB, who will roll this ball home here for Space Station, looking to take this series with a sweep here. Just Ghost not knowing how to deal with this pressure. They've got wonderful offense, but if they can't get out of defense due to this pressure from Space Station, then they've got a lot of trouble on their hands. They need to adapt to this pressure and change up their play style here. So they look for this reverse sweep, but Miss was just too slow for that ball. Arsenal just rolling it across here to XB, looking for a demo. Means Illusion has to stop, and that far side of the net is open for XB just to roll that ball home. Wonderful play by Arsenal. XB shooting extremely well in this series, makes it 1-0 in game 4. Not long after then here, and Ghost now looking to bounce back as Miss looks to put this ball towards net. It'll be taken away by XB. Atomic ready, rolls it back round, and coming in is Missed to put this ball home, get the equaliser here for Ghost. It was a good play by Mist. He started up that offense, carrying it downfield and putting it on net. XB, it's a good clear out to the side, but those sort of clears, you've got to have follow-up, otherwise the pressure's going to be put straight back on you. And it's a wonderful ball in from Atomic, rolling it over the head of the defender at the near post there, and Mist coming in at the back post, finishes it off on a difficult angle there, doing well to get that ball in, and Ghost equalise. Game 4 then going to overtime here, so Space Station are 1 goal from taking this series win, as Typical there is actually locked on the backfield with one of the Ghost players, which means that it's a 2v2 in this current situation. You've got to respect them for abiding the terms and conditions almost of Rocket League here, as Arsenal looks to block that ball from Mist, but Mist waits, puts it up downfield there. The missed touch on the back will by XB. It means that Atomic can come in there and put that one in off the post, get the winning goal here for Ghost Gaming. That missed touch from XB, just misreading on the ball, his car bumping off of the back wall there, which is why the missed touch happens, and Atomic just squeezing that one in off the post. Ghost have life in this series, so they look to come back with this reverse sweep here. They take game 4, and it's 3-1 now in the series. Now then, we're into game 5, and Space Station looking to stop all hope of a Ghost comeback here, so they look to get back up to this pressure and on offense here with this long clear from Arsenal. XB downfield, gets up for the extension off the back wall. The miss from Atomic and Typical coming in, puts this one home here. Ghost defense absolutely nowhere to be seen. It's a great long clear by Arsenal down the field. XB, this is a wonderful touch off the back wall to set up the offense, otherwise it would just be a free clear for Atomic. And once he misses that touch, Typical comes in. There's nobody home in net. Space Station just catching Ghost out, being too aggressive, just leaving Atomic on the backfield by himself. And Typical says, thank you very much. Always just going to roll that one home there. Ghost need to do better. They can't afford to give up 3 goals like that if they want to get back into this series. But it's Space Station that strike first in game 5. The ball now loose in the midfield here. Space Station look to take control of it. Miss looking to push in, however it has to back up. So Typical sends a booming clear downfield. It rolls straight down, and Typical gets there first, puts in the second for Space Station. They're really piling on the pressure now to go, stopping them getting back into this series here, trying to end it here and now. This bump from XB on Illusion takes him out of the play and just leaves Mist absolutely stranded on the backfield. It's a great boomer from Typical, but XB's bump really opens up the play, and Mist, nothing he can do there. Typical always just going to dunk that ball in. He's got no boost to get up early, and Space Station double their lead. 49 seconds left now, and Ghost needing 2 goals in this one here. So Illusion looks to take it forward for them, pops it up into the middle. However, Typical takes control. The pass down to Arsenal will end this one here for Space Station, seal the game. What should be for them, it's a wonderful drop down pass from Liverpool over to Arsenal. This is more the link up we've been seeing all season, and we finally got it here with a wonderful passing play. Ghost have so much to do now to get back into this one, and in fact they won't be able to do anything. Space Station will just see this one out, let it finish 3-0, take the series win here, move on to the grand finals. It's been a great run from Ghost Gaming here, beating Cloud9 and the Sonics. Nobody expected them to do that, but they've played extremely well. They can take that into the spring series now and try and perform at the same level. Space Station just too much for them here. Took them a little while to get going, as the first two games were very close and could have gone either way, but once they warmed up, just too much for this Ghost Gaming team. They couldn't handle the pressure. Space Station move on to the grand finals to play G2. They take the win in the series here, 4-1.
Right guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.